Well, listen, I think it's very important that we finally have congressional oversight of the abuses of this administration. That's one of the most important consequences of Republicans taking the House. And Jim and James are both exactly correct that the focus needs to be on Joe Biden. You know, we've seen the Biden Department of Justice engage in abuses of power. I just wrote a book, came out a couple of weeks ago, called Justice Corrupted, How the Left has Weaponized the Legal System, that talks entirely about how Barack Obama and Joe Biden turned the Department of Justice and the FBI and the IRS into politicized and weaponized tools to target their enemies. And as you know, the Biden DOJ has been leaking that they're considering and intend to indict Hunter Biden. Let's be clear. That story is not about a poor, troubled soul who has substance abuse issues. That's what the DOJ is trying to make it about. They're saying, well, we're going to go after him on drug charges or tax charges, all of which are personal to Hunter Biden. The real issue and what the focus of congressional inquiry needs to be, and I'm glad to hear just moments ago that it will be, is on the official corruption, on the evidence that Joe Biden was part and parcel involved in official corruption. For example, we know that Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma, a Ukrainian natural gas company. He didn't speak a word of Ukrainian. He didn't know a damn thing about oil and gas, but they paid him $83,000 a month. And the only reason they paid him that was because Daddy was vice president, and not just vice president, but Obama had put him in charge of Ukraine in particular. And the corrupt oligarch that owned the natural gas company was being investigated by Ukrainian prosecutors, and Joe Biden went to the head of Ukraine and said, you either fire the prosecutor or we're going to hold up $1 billion in U.S. aid. And as Joe Biden famously said in a televised interview, well, son of a bitch, they fired the guy. They fired the prosecutor investigating the corrupt oligarch who was paying Joe Biden's son $1 million a year. That's what he was being paid for. And so that needs to be investigated. And that doesn't even begin to touch the Chinese communist who paid millions to Hunter Biden with, as you know, the phrase 10% for the big guy. That is why it is a matter of public concern. Not that he has substance abuse problems, but that his dad was on the take from enemies of America. That is worthy of investigation. I'm glad to see the House will be doing it.